Welcome to Crime Time 365, the channel that brings you the most captivating true crime stories from around the world. Today, we have a special treat for you that's sure to leave you both entertained and enlightened. In this video, we witness a showdown between Judge Lynise Bryant of Detroit's 36th District Court and a young lady who failed to show respect during a previous Zoom court hearing. As we all know, Judge Bryant is a compassionate judge who treats all of her cases with the utmost care and professionalism. However, if you come at her with disrespect, you will feel her wrath. This young lady will learn that lesson today, as we watch Judge Bryant put her in her place with style and class. It's a hilarious clip that will leave you both laughing and applauding Judge Bryant's firm but fair approach to justice. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this exclusive footage that we have for you here today. And as always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel so that you never miss a beat in the world of true crime.
I'm going to say this. Both of these individuals have warrants out for their arrest, and they appear in my courtroom on this other case. And so I don't know how you all think I'm going to proceed. So maybe somebody could tell me. But this is with respect to Miss Garrett, case number 234416901. Defendant is charged with one count of assault or assault and battery. Today is the day set for pretrial conference, and she's on Zoom with a warrant out for her arrest in my courtroom. And she cursed me out the other day, and she's supposed to be in jail. And she didn't show up for jail, but she's showing up on my Zoom today. That's confusing my mind. Appearances, please.
For the record, Your Honor, Christina Ritter on behalf of the people.
Janice Stevenson appearing on behalf of Ms. Ayana Garrett. Ms. Garrett, ma'am, please tell the judge your full name.
Ayana Garrett.
I'm not going to proceed with Ms. Garrett, not in person.
Understood, Your Honor. May I make a motion?
You can, but I'm not going to grant it. I'm not going to proceed on this case for any reason with Ms. Garrett not in person.
I understand, Your Honor. But for the record, then, with regard to the instant case 2304-4169-01, we would move for dismissal for the complainant's failure to appear. But I have heard the court's order, Your Honor.
The motion is denied. The complainant was here somewhere. He has a warrant out for his arrest too. The motion is denied.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And as I indicated, I'm not even. It's like you didn't even make the motion because I'm not. I won't proceed. And she about to curse me out again. She's not going to keep coming here, shaking her head and all this stuff, cursing me out, doing a whole bunch of stuff. I sent the police to the house so they could check on the kids. That's how bad she was acting the other day. And now she's just appearing on my Zoom after she told me she wanted to go to jail. Now she's appearing on Zoom on a different case as if I don't know about the other case. No, she has to come in person. She has to come to court.
Understood, Your Honor.
And I'm going to send the police back to that house to execute the warrant this time. The first time it was a wellness check. The next time it's going to be to execute on the warrant because she cursed me out in the breakout room and said she wanted to go to jail. And now, for some reason unknown to me, she's not appearing for jail.
Your Honor, if I may be heard as to that.
You may, but she should be being logged in today from the Wayne County Jail, where she should have been the other day when she cursed me out for no reason. Cursed me out because I asked her to leave the breakout room so that we could have a sidebar. Cursed me out because, she cursed me out and said she didn't want to do none of this. And I didn't even hold her in contempt for cursing me out. Well, I might have said she was in contempt for cursing me out. But I certainly gave her wish of the 93 days, and I won't address Miss Garrett without her being in person.
I understand that, Your Honor. Is the court's order that Ms. Garrett report to the courthouse or to one of the detention facilities?
To the courthouse, to the
Thank
court.
you.
She reports to court, and we sending her over there to the detention facility where she says she wants to be.
Thank you, Your Honor. So Ms. Garrett is to report to courtroom 339 at the 36th District Court.
She can. There's a warrant out for her arrest. Her bond is, I think, $10,000 cash surety. We can send the police to get her. Because when they went there that day, I didn't tell them about the warrant that was out for her arrest. I didn't tell them that she had a warrant for her arrest because I was just concerned about making sure that the children were okay.
And we appreciate that, Your Honor. May Ms. Garrett be given an opportunity to report to the courtroom?
Sure.
Ms. Garrett, when would you be doing that, ma'am?
When would this matter be rescheduled?
Well, technically, it should be happening right now in the courthouse.
No, I'm saying, like, what day would I be seeing back in front of the judge? Because
Your Honor, may Ms. Garrett be given an opportunity to arrange for the care of her children before she
should have arranged for the care the day she told me she had wanted to go to jail. This isn't something I came up with. So let's remember this right here. I was not sending Ms. Garrett to jail. Judge Lynise Bryant, I was not sending Ms. Garrett to jail. Ms. Garrett cursed me out and said she wanted to go to jail. Therefore, she should have made arrangements for her children. So either she gonna walk in or I'm just gonna have the police go pick her up on that warrant.
Okay. So Ms. Garrett, if you could come in the screen, could we have it set for I know that the people that she would arrange to care for her children are out of
live all the way in Rockford, Illinois. My mother is poor. My mother doesn't have an income. I would have to send for my mother to come here with my kids. And
let me ask somebody this question. What TV show are we watching where people say, let me do all these things before I report to the jail that I told you I wanted to go to? So it sounds like she was selling wolf tickets that she wasn't ready to cash in. That's what it sounds like to me. She told me that she wanted to go to jail. Therefore, she should have already sent for her mother, as far as I'm concerned. If you telling the court where the court is not trying to send you to jail, and then you're going to tell the court, but I want to go to jail, I don't have to wait for her to get her mother down from wherever her mother is. Then it sounds like to me that those same people that I sent to her house to check on the kids, that social worker, sounds to me like they're going to take care of the kids until she get out of jail. The jail that she said she wanted to go to. So let's keep being clear that Judge Bryant was trying to continue her on probation. Judge Bryant was trying to see if she qualified for mental health treatment court. Judge Bryant was trying to do some alternative things. Ms. Garrett, after cursing me out, after telling me F you, using the whole word approximately 10 to 15 times, told me she wanted to go to jail. Well, the rubber has met the road. I'm giving her what she wants, and no, I'm not going to wait for her to send for her mother.
Okay.
Now,
so
I'm going to call them to execute on this warrant so she can walk herself in and let's try to resolve it. She should have let her reasonable mind prevail and try to accept the services that we were offering to her. The many services, the wonderful services that we were offering to her, that she flat out rejected while cursing me out and telling me she want to go to jail. You don't get to just say, I'm going to go to jail after I raise up enough money to send for my mother. No, that's not reality. That's
It
some
is.
that's some TV show. That's some fantasy thing that's going on right here. That's not reality. Reality says you coming down here to go to jail, or we gonna come to get you and you gonna go to jail. But you're
Okay.
not gonna just say I got to send for my mother.
Yeah. So now, I think cooler heads are failing. Could I go back to breakout with Miss Garrett, Your Honor?
You may. You
I
may.
appreciate that, Your Honor. Thank you.
Mr. Gregory, are you ready on anyone in the breakout? I mean, in the waiting room? And with respect to Miss Garrett, what is her other case number? Do we have her other case number? The case number where she cursed me out on, that case number.
I don't, Your Honor.
I need that case number because I want my court reporter to be able to find both of the cases. Because I'm talking about the other case on this case, and I want both of the cases. But after the court clerk calls Mr. Sciatti, then maybe she could look up Miss Garrett's other case number for me. She was on the docket. I think that was last week that she cursed me out. All right, Miss Stevenson.
Is on behalf of Ms. Garrett, Your Honor?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, Your Honor, Ms. Garrett may be trying to do something different, but I am humbly asking this court to give Ms. Garrett an opportunity to present herself in person tomorrow before this court so that we may be heard as to the final resolution of the matter, which was scheduled for this past Friday. Your Honor, I would be, I know that the court's not hearing it right now, but I would be asking the court to consider holding the 93 days in abeyance, Your Honor, in that it, as the court indicated, that sending Ms. Garrett to jail was not the court's plan of action, that it was the court's response to Ms. Garrett's request. And Ms. Garrett has a great deal of stress in her life at this time. She does have a physical condition that she's dealing with. She's trying to mother 5 children pretty much by herself, Your Honor. And she does, her family support is not here locally. She has a lot going on that doesn't provide an excuse for her behavior and her decorum for the court, Your Honor. But I think it just gives the court, and I know the court's very astute, just gives the court a good frame of reference. I believe this court would be trying to help Ms. Garrett, and I don't believe that this court finds jail as the way to help people. And I don't think that it was this court's desire to send Ms. Garrett to jail. That's just what she asked you for.
Until she cursed me out.
Until she cursed you out, Your Honor. And that's what she asked you for, really not thinking with her best mind. Ms. Garrett has so much to offer, but she has so much going on right now. So I would ask the court to give her an opportunity not to go to jail, and to present herself before this court. She did say that she could come on Friday, Judge. I have an appointment that I have to keep the early part of the afternoon on Friday. So I would be willing to come in the morning on Friday if we could knock it out right at 8:30 so I could make sure to get out of here by noon. So I'm trying to keep her out of jail, Judge.
Is she putting herself there though, Miss Stevenson? I don't understand. That's what she said she wanted. I think she might have cursed at Mr. Green too, but he didn't tell it. That's why he wanted to go in that breakout room. Because if you recall, Mr. Green, he came out and then I asked him, I said, well, does she qualify? And then he said, well, she qualifies, Judge, but can we have a breakout room? That's why we went in that breakout room. He was probably going to tell me in that breakout room that she cursed him out too, but we never did get to that because then she started cursing me out because I made the mistake of going into the same breakout room that she had been in. So she came in there with us. and thought and wanted to intrude upon my ability to have a sidebar with whoever I choose to have a sidebar with. And then Miss Garrett said, "It's y'all talking about me. I got a right to be in here." And no, she didn't, because it's me. It's my court. That's like her coming up to the bench and refusing to leave from the bench because I'm trying to have a sidebar at the bench. And the virtual version of a sidebar is a breakout room.
Yes.
Right. And then Miss Garrett, so when I asked her, can you leave the breakout room? And she said why she have to, and then that's when she started cursing me out and stuff. But nonetheless, I'm going to give an opportunity for Miss Garrett to come in person and for you to try to convince me that Miss Garrett doesn't want to go to jail. Because here's the thing, as I often say, I'm not the specialty court judge. And unless they force me to go on there, I won't be it. Now, if I go on the specialty court, then I will get in specialty court mode. If they put me as the drug court judge, listen, I'm gonna have to bring all of the grace and mercy that I have, that I can muster up based on best practices, based on this, based on the resources, based on the case manager. If they send me to mental health treatment court, I'm gonna have to bring all the grace and mercy that I have, because I will have resources to help me with those things. But I'm not it, and I don't want to be it. And the amount of grace and mercy that they have on those dockets, it does not exist in this docket, because I don't have the liberty to do that. So I'll give her a chance to come in, but I'm just going by what she told me out of her own mouth. And they told me that the people do get a right to choose to go to jail if they say they want to go to jail. And I'm giving her her choice. So sure. And sure, let's just pick a day. Let's pick a day. So then now everybody who come on here, they gonna say, "Judge, can I pick a day?"
No.
Then when they get the people say you found guilty on your whatever case, then they gonna say, "Well, I saw on YouTube that the judge let them pick a day. So, Judge, can I come back and pick a day? Let me pick a day after I graduate from college, after I get 30 years on my job, after my benefits kick in, then I'm gonna pick that day to come." Now, y'all know this ain't making sense. That's why I'm saying the way I'm saying it. What day do we want to pick that Miss Garrett is going to come in to the court and hopefully not curse me out that day? What day?
So I'm going to give that to Ms. Garrett to answer.
Well, it needs to be a day that I'm going to be in person. So let's see. It needs to be a day that I'm going to be in person. And I'm in person tomorrow. And I'm in person Monday, but I'm not in person Friday.
And again, I would give it to Ms. Garrett. I could do either tomorrow or Monday.
And I'm in person Tuesday. She can come in tomorrow, Monday, or Tuesday.
And I can do either of those days.
I know she's saying Tuesday because she's still saying she want to go to jail. You didn't convince her not to go to jail.
Not yet.
Oh,
but I will.
I'm scared of you, so I don't
know why you're scared of me the way you curse me out. Why you scared of me? I look like I should be the one scared of you.
Do something. Like I am really going through something.
Miss Garrett, let me say this to you. I was going through something too. You gonna make me get my little speech about how I was homeless and stuff. That's what you gonna make me get my little speech about how I was homeless.
I'm not trying to be homeless because I don't have no one to pick up where I left off. So if I was to go to jail, I have to make sure that my rent is paid up for 3-4 months. Have to make sure all my bills is in order. Because
Miss Garrett. So Miss Garrett. Miss Garrett. So then why would you tell me, Miss Garrett, I wasn't sending you to jail,
but
nor at the time was I forcing you to go to mental health treatment court. I simply asked Mr. Green, are you eligible for mental health treatment court? And then it was going to be my decision whether or not I send you there. You are the one that then started cursing me out and stuff. Listen, on every level, I know that mental health treatment is necessary, and it is. And the stresses that we go through in life are just so, I mean, sometimes it just make you want to stay in the bed and wake up, 59, 67, just want to wake up, you in the bed, right? And then just wake up and the stuff be right. Unfortunately, that's not how life works. But Miss Garrett, and again, because you are dealing with a lot, because you do have some level of mental illness, but what I want you to understand from my perspective is I don't look at that as a negative, right? You're in front of a judge who believes every person alive should get a mental health checkup. Now, do I want to be the mental health treatment court judge? I don't. My friend does it very well. She does a phenomenal job. I wouldn't send you to a place, and I know you don't know me. That's why you was cursing me out and stuff. But I wouldn't send you there if I didn't think they could help you find resources for your children, help you make sure. Now, I don't know where your housing is, but make sure you got stable employment and all that stuff. But let's do this, Miss Garrett, because I do think that you, as my grandmother and my mother used to say, you bit off your nose to spite your face. You got mad at your face and you bit off your nose, and it's causing you pain because now you got a big just hole in the middle of your face and it's bleeding, right? I'm going to let you come in. We're going to talk. We're going to get you on some right track, and we're going to get you some tools that you need, because when you ask the judge to put you in jail, they're going to grant you your request. Now, what I want you to do is this. What I want you to know is this. They are not going to be like me, though, right? They're all not going to change, even be open to listening to an argument to change the mind. And so you got a lot going on. And okay, I'm gonna leave that other part somewhere else, because that case I probably will have to transfer. But the complainant never did come into his camera, so I'm gonna have to probably transfer the case that's on my docket. But let's adjourn. Let's put her other case. So, Madam Clerk, you can take her other case out of warrant status, so she don't get arrested while she with her kids this weekend. Take her other case out of warrant status, and then put them both on my docket for Tuesday. And then I'm going to probably end up transferring the other case to Judge Garrett, but let's see what happens Tuesday. All right.
That's
When the people came to see you Friday, you had calmed down, Miss Garrett. They told me.
I'm not really crazy. Like I said, something just came over me. Like I got very frustrated because it was like I wasn't being heard. The man who got on, he didn't even talk to me like how Miss Stevenson talked to me. He didn't even talk to me. I don't even know if he got my whole name, if he even got the right name. He didn't even get a chance to get to know me, know what was going on with me, allow me to say what I wanted or what was going on, any of that.
Okay, well, we'll talk about it Tuesday.
Like the one just speaking for me who don't even know me, he didn't even get a chance to even learn me within 10 or 15 minutes.
That's because you started yelling at him, Miss Garrett. So
Because he kept,
Okay, well, we'll talk about it Tuesday. Okay.
hey,
am I
we
able
gonna be I'm gonna call you later on. I'm gonna call you on.
Oh, wait a minute. What are you saying?
Time that I click on, it keeps saying Tyree Kirkland is because my home computer, we lived in the same home. So every time I use that computer or that tablet, he was the only person that was ever in court on Zoom.
Oh, I see. Mm-hmm.
Up under his name. And I kept trying to explain that from the first time that I came to court. It wasn't him, it was me. But it just pops up like that. And I didn't know how to work it because I don't really come to court on Zoom.
Okay. All right. Well, we're going to start fresh. I'm going to forget that you cursed me out. So the next time you come, I'm not going to keep saying when she cursed me out. I'm going to forget when you cursed me out. And then we're going to start fresh and see how we're going to proceed. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Great weekend. And
I'm
I'll
sorry, Judge. I need one more breakout with Miss Garrett. Just one more,
Okay.
please. And
Miss
then
Garrett, you're gonna go back to breakout with Miss Stevenson, who is a great listener, and she'll talk on and on and on, and then I have to come in there and get her. But that's the kind of lawyer that that's the kind of lawyer that you need.
Yes, that's the kind I definitely need.
Right. So let's recreate these opening. Good thing her colleague is getting ready to do this next case. So then she got some time to talk to you in there. All right. So Miss Garrett, go back to the breakout room, and I'll see you Tuesday.